Hi everybody, I'm Andy Costello, your local realtor, here with Laura Hall of Hall Mediation Services, talking a little bit about her business. So tell everybody, Laura, what do you do?
So I'm a mediator. Largely I do divorce mediation, but I also do marital mediation for when families are struggling, elder mediation in cases where we're making care decisions for our aging parents, and do workplace mediation. So when people are struggling with conversation, whether it's with a boss or a coworker, how to move through that in a healthy way and still stay employed.
Okay, well that's good. You cover a lot of areas. So how did you get started in the business?
I actually started as a volunteer for community mediation back in 2007. I was working for a refugee organization and my board of directors couldn't communicate with each other. So I thought I need some skills. Started mediating through community mediation as a volunteer, fell in love with it. I've always been passionate about divorce and getting children through divorce in a healthy way, and there haven't been a lot of resources for that. So when I was asked to join a firm that did family mediation, I was over the moon and worked with them for a couple of years until I'm going out on my own.
Yeah. Well, that's great. So you're obviously dealing with people in a lot of challenging situations. What's been the biggest challenge you've run into so far in getting your business where it's at?
Yeah, it's really about belief. A lot of times when people are getting divorced, the family runs in with all the horror stories, and friends, in meaning to be helpful, scare the living daylights out of people, and so they run to an attorney, and suddenly it starts this battle that doesn't need to have. It doesn't need to happen. And so really helping people believe that yes, they can do it, they can make these decisions together for their family, they don't need to abdicate their power to a judge, and the sort of randomness that is what the judge's mood is that day, that they really can work together, especially when you have kids, your family forever. And so moving through the divorce in a respectful way really helps people co-parent effectively later. Yeah.
Well, you've been in business for over a decade in the industry, so what do you attribute your success to that you've gotten to this far?
It's really about loving people where they're at. It's a really difficult time, and what I'm doing is I'm holding their hand and helping them move through it, talking them through, giving them good information, connecting them to good resources, so that there's horror stories that they're hearing are somebody else's stories and not their story.
Okay, that makes sense. So what's one thing you want the community to know about your business?
That divorce in particular doesn't have to be a war zone. Children don't have to be its casualties. People can do that. That it's sometimes people don't go to counseling, and so I also offer marital mediation services for kind of getting through the hump, getting over the hump, I should say. And then in the area of elders, I'm also a guardian ad litem for the court, and so I investigate guardianships. So I'm always available to be a resource for that as well. So if people have questions, and then I do mediation for families with elders as well, making care decisions. So I do a lot of different things, all about helping people move through conflict in a healthy way.
Well, until we met, I didn't know all the areas that you could help people and families at different stages of how a family evolves. So it's good to have that resource in the community. So if you were to put a message on a billboard about your business, what would that be?
Oh gosh. Communication's hard. None of us really get the skills from our families. I certainly didn't. I learned the skills later. But that by being real and being vulnerable and communicating your needs is the only way that you're going to get those needs met. Risk it.
Yeah.
I guess that would be risk it.
Risk it. I like it. So tell everybody where you're located and how to get in touch with you.
Yeah, so I'm in downtown Vancouver. I'm right over by where Saturday Market is. So nice and easy to find. You can also reach me on my website, which is hall-mediation.com. Call me at the office at 360-524-1762, or my email, lhall@hall-mediation.com.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Laura. Appreciate your time today.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching.